Okay, it's time for some One Piece. You know, I did something stupid. I set up my recording. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch some One Piece. I'm gonna start the recording. I wrote down the title of my video like I normally do on this, and then I sat here and procrastinated for like an hour and a half. So I'm forcing myself to click play on this video right now. Not because I don't want to watch One Piece. I absolutely do. It is the last few videos since Water 7 has like officially started. Holy crap, I'm excited about this show, you know? I'm so happy to be watching this. So today we're going to be doing episodes 233 onwards. I think I'm going to try to do 4 episodes in this video and we'll see how it goes. No promises, but let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm hiccuping a lot. So yeah, we're doing One Piece Water 7. Episode 233, we just found out that the Going Merry might be damaged beyond repair, and there's nothing we can do about it. So, yeah, let's just sit and find out what happens here. If you want to watch the full-length versions of these reactions, that'll be on my Patreon account in the description below. It also has early access, which means you can get the next, like, a lot of episodes, you know, like 12 episodes at least on my Patreon account right now. Go check that out. Otherwise, support this channel if you can. Help it get off the ground. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I especially like reading your comments about these shows, so please make sure to leave them down below. All right, let's get into it. This is episode 233 of One Piece. Oh, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do whilst doing the recap on the show. And I try to beat the recap, but it's not gonna work this time. This is a short recap. Okay, alright. I did pretty well that time, I would say. It wasn't that long a recap, but I was on the last like line of side, basically. I love how nice a lot of these crew members are to Chopper. Chopper's so sweet and people seem to treat him mostly right, you know? And then she might be, yep, too difficult for you guys to handle at some point. I mean, a theory you would have if you were these guys is like, maybe we found out more about her past and she ran away from us, you know? Zoro's here talking to a fucking boat. Man, so I imagine we're saying goodbye to the Going Merry then. It makes sense, it's like small now that I think about it. But that's really sad. Can they go more in depth? That'd be cool. I mean, that's correct. It's shocking they've been able to keep it up this whole time. I looked it up last time. I would like if you to tell me about the keel. Okay, yes, this is important. Yep. Okay, that's the answer I needed to know. You'd have to build the entire ship from scratch. Nami's hair looks cute right now. Yeah, makes sense. This is good. They're setting up their expectations, saying that it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the Going Merry anymore. This is a cool little plot line. It's really sad, but cool. You're gonna need to modernize it a bit. Oh shit. Oh, this is where Luffy's sentimentality might be in trouble, get them in trouble. Well, I think it's because she's strong that you're not dead, but... Oh. Oh. I want him to keep challenging Luffy on this. All of it? You can build a 300 million berry ship? That has to be a hell of a ship, surely. One spike. What the fuck? Who are you? Corgi. He smells pirates. Whoa, you actually... I was joking. And he doesn't care that much. Oh my god. Oh no. Hey, don't shame her. I wanted to say the actual term, but I feel like that's it'd be rude to Nami. Oh my god. Can you guys help us get it back? Oh, right. That makes sense. Oh, his mustache this time. Just you wait, Usopp and money. In that order of importance. Franky house, okay. Hell yeah, baby. Stealing from pirates, you're the lowest. Nami, that's what you did at the start of this series. That was your entire thing. This is a cool scene. This fucking sound. Who's the person? Oh, that's Usopp. Oh shit. Shit. Nami. Oh, Usopp. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this is a very raw moment. Oh. Oh, wow. Usopp, this is actually a really good moment. Oh. Oh, wow, Usopp, you're making me tear up. This is great. Now, Nami has even more of a reason to get it back for Usopp's pride, you know? Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that Usopp wants the Merry repaired, obviously, but they can't repair it. Every time they show it, I'm starting to notice how small the Merry is. That's true. That's very true. Keep thinking of the Merry as part of the crew, but it's not like humans are. I like how Zoro says we all do. I didn't know that Zoro loved the Merry like everyone else did, you know? Oh my god. These scumbags. Okay, so who's this boss? Oh my god. Holy shit! Is this one of us? Please be one of us. Oh my god. Usopp? Coming to get your pride back? Oh my god, Usopp! Come on, Usopp, please. Holy shit! Oh man. I mean, doesn't really matter how well Usopp does here. He's already proven how cool he is just by being here. But I would love if he took out a lot of these guys. Oh man. It's gonna be sad when he finds out we can't repair it. This is awesome. I trust in Oda. I trust in him with his respect of Usopp's character. I do think that Oda has, like, throughout this entire series, done a good job at caring about Usopp's character and making him, like, an important character, giving him, like, because he is, like, I think most people would agree, he's, like, the most joke character out of them. Which, that's not a, I'm not saying that in a derogatory fashion. I'm not saying that he's a joke of a character. And I'm not saying he's as poorly written as your average joke character. But in fact, like, it's very clear if you were to look at all of these characters, he's the one who does the most yelling about, like, how scared he is. And he's he's supposed to be the coward. He's the one who does the least, like, combat related stuff, except maybe Nami. Except Nami is so clearly, like, a main character and a main focus and, like, kind of a leader and, like, uses her intelligence and stuff that she makes up for all of that, you know? When, like, Usopp's lack of combat prowess is very heavily emphasized, where it's like Nami normally stays out of battles, but Usopp is part of battles, but, like, it is weaker than the other people who are fighting in these battles. I'm saying all of this, I'm not just insulting Usopp, I'm saying this to compliment the writing of Usopp, because despite all of that, his motivations and his care for things stay intact throughout the series. And, like, when he gets amazing moments like this, where, like, really brave moments where he's being brave and strong, I don't feel like it's being written in as a, hey, this character's normally super pathetic and now look at this one moment where they're acting brave. And it's not like out of character, uncharacteristically brave, which some series I feel like they do that, where they'll have a character being, like, so incredibly pathetic so that when they're being very cool, like, look, I don't mind his character, but let's say Zenitsu in Demon Slayer, right? Like, I don't have a problem with Zenitsu in Demon Slayer. I think he's a fun character. I think he's decent. He makes me laugh sometimes. And when he has his cool moments, they are really cool. But the thing about Zenitsu is that it's clear they're making a definitive, deep contrast between Zenitsu when he's terrified and cowardly and screaming about how he's going to die and everyone around him is going to die and he can't do this, and crying and snotting everywhere. That they clearly make the clear, I'm good at this. They make a clear distinction and a massive contrast between that and his incredibly cool, calm, and collected combat persona. You know? They purposefully make the gap there as wide as possible so that the contrast is so, like, it's such a pendulum swing. But in this show, I feel like Usopp lying on the ground, beaten up and crying his eyes out because, but, like, in bravery, you know, and being ashamed of himself, and him being super proud of defeating someone, and him, you know, coming after these guys to try to get revenge and try to get the stuff back, or him, you know, hiding behind a barrel in a battle, or him firing from afar, or him running from an enemy. You know, I feel like all of these are the same brand of Usopp. They're the same guy we've known and possibly loved this whole time. We're just seeing different parts of him, you know? Different colors of his rainbow. And I really appreciate that. And moments like this where he's like, he says, I can't I can't face everyone, which that's one of my favorite Usopp moments of all time, I think, right then and there, where he's so ashamed because he lost their money. Because I'll admit, even like I was kind of frustrated with Usopp last time when he just like left the bags down and they took them away a bit. I wasn't frustrated with him at the very end when he got kidnapped, and that, because that's like not his fault. But the bit where he like left the bags down and then someone came and picked them up, like you know, there's like that's kind of his fault, right? But that does a good job at setting up, like, okay, he screwed up and then he screwed up again. And now because of that, you know, I'm feeling terrible for him because he's trying. Like, it's not just negligence. This time he was fucking beat up by a lot of people. And like, he was targeted. This was an attack on him. And he's like ashamed of himself for not being strong enough to fight it off, but that's nothing to be ashamed of, man. Like I love Usopp. Yeah, I think, like, I remember when I started this series and my friend was like, what do you think of the characters so far? And I was saying, like, I like all of them, you know, like they're all great and stuff. And like the topic went to Usopp at some point, and she was like, oh yeah, like I hate Usopp. And I was like, I kind of get it, but I love where they're going with it, and I love the potential of his character. So I want to wait to see what they're gonna do with his character before I give a definite strong opinion on him. This is what I see as potential for his character, stuff like this, you know. And like, and that's the thing. When I say I want characters to have like their moments and their redemptions and all, and like, you know, some character focus and some growth, it does not need to be them taking out 100 guys. It doesn't need to be an incredible plan that he succeeded on that everyone's happy with or whatever. Sometimes it's just facing your own weaknesses. This is a moment that so far he hasn't done anything necessarily like incredibly impressive. He might in the coming episodes, and I would love that. But he's already gotten a character moment in my eyes. That was a character moment that I really appreciate and gives the character so much more depth and intrigue and relatability and like adoration from me. So that's amazing. Anything else that I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, and so there's also the thing, like, we might have to be building a new ship from scratch, and we'll just have a new ship that's not the Going Merry, which is good. Like, I'm excited about that, the prospect of a new ship. It's very sad, and I'm worried about how everyone's reaction, or especially how Usopp's gonna take that. Like, I would like if they could take the same masthead or whatever and put it on the front, but I feel like if you're doing that, you're kind of just reminding everyone that you don't have the Going Merry anymore. Maybe you need like a completely new ship. Now, here's the fun thing, right? Remember when, you know, you guys know that I've seen the openings of One Piece, or most of you do. Some of you may not, especially if you're new to the channel, or you know, you've only jumped on this YouTube channel and you didn't watch my Jent Watches YouTube channel. Before I started watching One Piece, I did a reaction video to all of the One Piece openings. At the time, I didn't think I was going to watch One Piece. I thought it wasn't for me, and I thought I wanted to do it sometime in my life, but I wasn't going to do it on the channel. But then people in the comments convinced the hell out of me. They sold it really, really well. I don't regret it. I'm having a blast going through One Piece. But yeah, so like that was the thing back then, is I watched all the openings, and I've only ever seen all of them once, that one time when I was doing that video. And I have purposefully not gone back and rewatched my reaction to it or rewatched any of the openings. And I'm just watching them as they happen in the show. But that would mean, like, if they do change ships, at some point during those OPs, they theoretically change ships. It's possible that happened and I noticed and I said something about it and I forgot, or it's possible that I straight up didn't notice in the OPs that they changed ships. But I wasn't really thinking about it at the time because I had no attachment to the Going Merry. I didn't know, like, I didn't even think about the fact that their ship was special to them at the time, I think, at all, you know? But now, obviously, that I'm into One Piece, the ship matters to me a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, that is episode 233. Let's move on now to episode 234. Oh, recap Rubik's. I just realized. Oh, shit. Oh, I completed it! Holy shit! I didn't think I'd do it that quickly. Whoa, that was great. I normally have like an extra step for the cube, but I got lucky with that one. Whoa! One complete this video. You look insane. How about you fuck right off? Yeah, well, you're getting yourself in trouble. Pirates are dangerous to mess with. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. No, no, don't let them spend the money. That would be bad. Okay. Oh, he punched it. So he's strong. Alright, well you're Franky, that makes sense. Franky's pirates. These guys are scumbags. Oh my god. That fucking round dude, the pancake man. Oh fuck, man. Oh my god. This is heartbreaking, genuinely. This is reminding me of when Nami had her money stolen by the Marines. Oh, Nami with a gun. I did see this in the OP. I've been excited for this. Please use the gun. He went. He had to try to prove he's a man. Here he comes. Oh, here Luffy comes, right. No, get him out of the water! The fact that these motherfuckers don't dive into the water the second Luffy touches it. They didn't even realize it was Luffy until he came up. Alright, fair enough. I just think like that they treat it so casually when he falls in the water. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Go get him, guys. Damn, you're prepared. Well done. Something you have. What do you have? Is it Khalifa? Nico Robin's wanted poster. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Shit, man. They just left him out here. You guys need to go get the money back before they spend it. We need that money. Yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Oh, even Chopper's fucking pissed. Oh, that is a cool drawing of Luffy. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That's like the Arlong Park walk, except they've replaced Usopp with Chopper. Cool, man. My sister just watched that Arlong Park episode today, and I watched it with her. Aww. Thinking about what he means to the crew. Oh, this is nice, giving like everyone moments why they love Sanji, not Sanji, Usopp. Oh my god. Oh! Yes, Nami! Point that gun at me, baby. Oh shit. Hey guys. You're the first one to die, man. Sorry. Big target. Hey, look who's here! Look at the straw hat. Remember my bounty? They all gulped at once. It's so good how intimidating they are. Oh my god, I love him having a reputation. It's so much fun, man. Didn't you hear about my bounty? Oh, well, you did hear about my bounty. That's why you think you can take us down, because you're bounty hunters. Oh my god. Gatling! He's stopping just short? He still hasn't called out the move. Oh my god. His fists are going red, I think. Oh shit! Cannon! Oh! Have we seen cannon before? Because that wasn't bazooka. So he like weakens it and then does a bazooka? Like he does Gatling then bazooka and that's cannon maybe? That's cool. Blow yourself up. Or just cut him in half. Oh shit. This is so hype, man. Oh. Yeah, you should be fucking scared. Okay, alright, Sanji. That's true. Party table? Oh my god. This is so much fun. Because these guys deserve it. And we're seeing the Straw Hats through these guys' eyes. Oh yeah, Chopper. You can skewer a few of them if you want. Just charging through them, baby. They're gonna be like, we don't have the money, yeah. It's not with us. Yeah, it's about what you guys did to Usopp. Oh my god, that's scary. Okay, what's this? Is it just a big cannonball? Anything shot. Oh, okay. It just fires a bunch of bullshit at them. That's funny. Holy shit. There goes Frankie House. Why do you have square-headed women following you? I think they're women. I gotta be honest, you two, I don't love your haircuts. Oh my god, he's getting on the train? Does that mean a part of this arc's gonna be on the train? That would make sense, they set it up, why wouldn't they use it? Hmm? Oh! Oh! And what's that decision? That's a good decision. I'm very impressed that he made it. I did not think Luffy was going to do that. Man, I loved that episode. I adore that we're at the point in the show where our characters have a full-on reputation. Like, people know Straw Hat Luffy. They've heard of him. It's so good because Luffy is terrifying. He is scary. And it's getting to the point where like where he can show up at a location and people are like, shit, that's Luffy. Like, people know because he's got the iconic look. It doesn't take much. I mean, you just see the straw hat that no one else is going to be wearing a straw hat. And it's just so great to see like that reputation start to pay dividends. And then in this situation, having them all just be able to kick the ass of a bunch of scrubs, you know, because we knew that Franky wasn't with them, so these guys wouldn't be able to handle 4 Straw Hats. They just wouldn't, you know. So I adored that. I loved it. I also really liked that they showed a bunch of moments of like Usopp and, you know, what makes him special, what makes him different, and what they love about him and what he's contributed to the group, and just what makes him him. That was the main thing of those flashbacks, it seems like. I think the only thing I would have liked is if they added in one of him like making Kaya laugh, because I think a big part of what is special about Usopp as a character is really demonstrated well through showing him making Kaya laugh, because he's telling lies, but he's telling lies for these like noble-ish reasons a lot of the time, you know? Not all the time. Sometimes he is just telling a lie for selfish reasons, but a lot of the time when he's telling a lie, it's to keep himself safe or keep other people safe or build up his own confidence, or make people feel better, you know? Like there's several times when he's done all of those different lies. He often doesn't lie to like steal from people or knock them down a peg or make people feel bad, you know? Like he often doesn't do that sort of thing. He'll lie to get what he wants, but not to hurt someone, you know? And I think that's why like Kaya was so upset. I mean, we're talking about an arc near the start of the fucking show at this point now. I'm talking about like episode 12 or some shit. But Usopp. I think that's why Kaya was sort of so upset about like when he was trying to tell her that Klahadore was a pirate, was because it had hurt her feelings so much, and that isn't what Usopp's lies are about. They're not to hurt people. So yeah, anyway, I would have just liked to see them show a little flashback of Kaya in there. But also, I'm a simp for female characters. I like Kaya. I miss her. I would have liked to see her mentioned a little bit. I feel like I want them to mention her sometime around here, because it's Going Merry. We're saying goodbye to the Going Merry. I think I want Usopp to mention something about the fact that, you know, there's a connection there to Kaya, and that's a big part of, you know, what has a sentimentality to it. So I hope they just like, I just need one mention. That's all I need. I hope there'll be one single mention sometime in this arc. But yeah, so that was cool. Now, no, I'm going to talk about Luffy's decision, because he has said now, I've made a decision. We should say goodbye to the Going Merry here. That's a great decision. As I said before, I think that's what Luffy should do. I also said I don't think Luffy's going to make that decision. And so I'm impressed, and I see that as character growth. Luffy is the sort of person who he holds something sentimental close to his heart, and he will not surrender that no matter what. That's the sort of person Luffy is. And up until this point, that has gotten him very far. And I think he was going to do that again until the dude said to Luffy, like, are you going to let your ship sink? What kind of captain does that? That's what got to Luffy, I think, which is he basically said, what you're doing is you're choosing between keeping the Going Merry and letting your crew go down with it, or sacrificing the Going Merry in exchange for your crew, their lives, their adventures, you being king of the pirates, you know, everything that's to come. I think it's very nice that Luffy is making this sacrifice, and obviously I think it's going to stick, because I think Luffy is still the sort of person to stick to his guns, especially when he makes a decision like that. He said it with such conviction, I believe him. The only person I think we got to convince is Usopp now, because Usopp is still knocked out, but we'll see. We shall see. Now my wonder, this is I was gonna say my question, but I don't want anyone to answer this. This is rhetorical. I wonder what this arc is going to be about, because this, or this saga, I should say. Now you're like, well, it's about Water 7. I know it's about Water 7, but this saga is long. This saga is 119 episodes long. This is the longest saga so far. Longer than Sky Island, longer than Alabasta. This is the longest saga so far. I'm just going off of Crunchyroll's like episode numbers, right? So it's a long bloody saga. And we are only 30, no, not even. We are like 20 something episodes into it. 27 or something episodes into it. So we've got quite a ways to go. Like we've probably got almost 100 episodes of this saga to go. Which is crazy. Because I'm loving it. I'm having a wonderful time. I'm wondering what the whole saga is going to be about. We have right now, we got to fix the ship or get a new ship, I guess now. And we've got these Franky pirates that we're going to take down Franky. And we're probably going to get on the train to get the money back. So what else is, because Franky had 2 random ladies with him. They didn't seem like fighters. They seemed like assistants, but they might be fighters. But that's still only 2 people with him. Now he might be going somewhere that has, has people there that we might be fighting or something. So there might be something there. Or also there's Aokiji, right? He might be coming after us. Oh, and then yeah, I guess there's the whole Nico Robin stuff. Okay, I can see how they would do this. If the problems we have to solve are get the money back from Franky, get a new ship, deal with Aokiji, and figure out Nico Robin backstory stuff. If those are the 4 main goals, and recruit our ship, right? But I think that comes with the getting a new ship. If those are our 5 main goals of this arc, that can go across the entire thing. I can see that happening. So yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'm super excited. So let's not waste too much more time and let's jump into the next episode. This is episode 235. Oh, is this recap? No. Well, yes. It is. I'm not going to do the recap Rubik's. It's not much of... Oh, it kind of is. Let me try. Okay. There it is. Cool. Wonderful. Well, I got at least one side done. That's something. Would have got a bit more done if I didn't worry about whether or not I should do the recap Rubik's. That's true. Oh, guys, give him a big hug. Give him a huge hug. He's really upset. Oh, I'm actually really emotional about this. Oh, man. Who knew that this would be what would get me? You know? People were like, why didn't Chopper's backstory make you cry? And this is making me cry? Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, break the news to him. This is gonna be a hard conversation. Don't say it like that. Is there a reason he's like hiding the reason? It's probably the most important to Usopp out of anyone. I think he deserves to know why. I know Luffy's trying to smooth it over as best he can. Oh. No. No, I like this. I like that they're somewhat talking it out. Just tell him the reason, Luffy. I feel like he's hiding it for a reason. Oh. Oh. I kind of like this, like seeing Usopp standing up to Luffy like this. I think maybe Luffy's trying to make himself the bad guy instead of making Merry look weak. Did he say it? Oh, wow. I love the way this is written. Some of the best shipbuilders in the world told us it. Oh shit, man. I mean, I would trust the professionals. I would trust the shipwrights who know what they're talking about. Oh my god, Usopp. Oh. I really like the way this is written. Oh shit. I knew this would be a tough conversation. This is even tougher than I was imagining. I didn't think Usopp would stand up for it this much. Oh, Luffy might punch him, honestly. Luffy gets violent in conversations like this. Oh, shit. Silence, woman. Oh, man. Yeah. I knew he'd get violent. He does this. Oh shit, Sanji. He's like, shut the fuck up before you say something you regret. Oh shit. Oh man. I like that Sanji stands up for Usopp like that. Wow, this is the most complex, like, relationships between them that they've written. Oh my god. This is great. I don't expect conversations like this in One Piece, honestly. This is a good sign for the future of this series, that they can write this. I love the lighting of this scene. Damn. This is a great character arc for him. Oh, that's all that's tying us together. This is crazy. Whoa! He's leaving. Oh my god, Usopp. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Luffy, you're not normally one to give up on your crew members. But you also let people make their own decisions. You let Kobe leave. I don't know which way he'd fall. Nami crying. Don't make Chopper cry. Oh. Oh,
最後まで迷惑かけたな。
oh man.
モンキー D ルフィ。
Fight me. Fight me.
決闘しろ。
Oh my god. Luffy vs Usopp?
何言ってんの？
Well,
今夜10時。また俺は
Luffy vs injured
ここへ戻っ
Usopp.
てくる。
That's not a fair
そしたらメ
fight.
リーゴーをかけて決闘だ。俺とお前たちとの縁も終わりだ。
Oh my god.
だからもう無理だって。
Wow.
どうしてよ。
See, and
勝手
Luffy's
な勢いで命を
generally really good at reading
そっ
people.
か。上がったらあっち行け。
Wow, and
ルフィ。
Luffy's kind of grieving this.
負い目を感じることもなかったろ。だったらお前がコックとして必要な食料を。
やめなさいよこんな時に。
Yeah, everyone's kind of falling apart right now.
ウソップは今町で宿取ってる。
This is so
お
sad,
前
man.
は俺とお前はも
Oh,
う仲間じゃねえんだから
don't say that to Chopper. You can't hurt that precious little
欲しかっ
boy.
た時間なんだかこの一味が
This is heartbreaking. This is one of the most hurtful things that has happened in One Piece so far.
約束の10時だ。ウソップが来るぞ。
Oh my god. That's a cool animation. Oh my god. Imagine giving Usopp an intimidating shot like this. Although it's not necessarily meant to be intimidating as it is like emotional. This music is crazy. That's a cool shot. I love that.
当たり前だ。本気で来いよ。
Fight seriously. Usopp, I love you. I don't know if you can do anything except die here. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I'm watching another episode. I'm doing it. I'm kind of blown away. I feel like there are certain things that I expect from One Piece writing, and there are certain things that I expect from other TV shows writing. Not necessarily like in terms of quality, but in terms of content and in terms of the types of scenes that we're gonna see and the types of drama we're gonna see. I didn't expect this. For sure, I thought this would be a tough conversation with Usopp. For sure. I thought he would be incredibly upset. I thought he'd fight back a bit. Yes. I did not expect this much pushback. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense. It feels like it's been building up for a long time as well. I mean, this isn't just about the Mary, which it is largely about the Mary because the Mary is incredibly important to him and he feels like nobody else like understands that. But also, I really like how Usopp sees the Mary as a metaphor for him. And that's what I think is really interesting and a great way to take his character and this arc. Because Usopp doesn't just see them getting rid of the Mary. What he sees is the Mary is a ship that matters a lot to them, but is structurally weak. It isn't a very strong ship for the things that they want to do. And so what he's seeing is like the ship, it's all getting too much for the ship. They're now gonna leave it behind for a better ship. That's what he's seeing. And what Usopp is saying is, well, what about me then? I'm weak. I'm not cut out for the Grand Line. Are you going to leave me behind eventually as well? And that's a really sad thing. Because the problem here is that like Usopp is talking about emotion here and Luffy is talking about practicality, which is not something Luffy normally runs on. But this is important now because this is his crewmates' lives that would be put in danger if he made the wrong call here. So he's making the tough call. I think this also like ties in nicely to, like, I don't know if there's an equivalent line in the anime, but in the live action of One Piece, when Sanji's talking to Luffy when Zoro is really injured, and Sanji says, like, being a captain, it's the toughest job in the world. You got to make a lot of tough calls. And that's what's happening here. I mean, it's incredibly tough for Luffy because he has to make the tough call that he knows is going to upset Usopp. And he does it. And this is what happens. You know, these are the results of those actions. I think it's really well written. I think it's really well done. I'm so impressed, you know? Like, I know that Oda is a good writer. I know that because I've seen him write really well. And I know that he's great at writing characters. The characters in One Piece have always been complex and really interesting. But the thing is, I have kind of in the back of my mind wondered how much the inter-party drama of this crew like will factor into things, and if he can write that very well. Because so far, the main inter-party dramas that we've had are what? Because we have minor disagreements about several things, you know? We've had, we had Vivi and Luffy fighting each other, which is one of my favorite moments of the show as well. So that's very good. We have Nami betraying them in Arlong Park, right? But there's like, that was, you know, she was kind of being held hostage in a way, you know, so that's kind of a different thing. But like, it's, what I'm talking about are legitimate disagreements and differences in, you know, morals and understandings of one another. Like, you've got Sanji and Zoro, which they kind of play as a joke most of the time and kind of exaggerate a bit too much at times, you know. They play with it a little too much, just like a tiny bit too much. So that doesn't feel like real drama. That feels like two insecure guys bickering. So with that, I mean, honestly, the only other main instance I can think of off the top of my head, there is probably at least one or two more instances. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is the Luffy and Vivi one. And Vivi obviously isn't with us anymore. But that's the only other one that I can think of. And that one was very well written as well. So it's not, but yeah, I don't know, man. This one's just so much deeper and so much harder hitting. This reminds me a lot of in Critical Role. If you watch Critical Role, in campaign 1 of Critical Role, the Bard's Lament. If you know what that is. If you don't, I won't fully spoil it, but I'll just say that there's a character in campaign 1 of Critical Role that at some point feels like the rest of, like, everyone else doesn't appreciate him properly and aren't actually his friends. And he leaves the crew because of it. Very much like this, you know? In fact, it makes me wonder if that player is a One Piece fan. I feel like he's probably, knowing him, he's probably in the dub somewhere, but I don't know. I really don't know that. So anyway, is that it? Is that all I wanted to talk about? Because we're going to get a duel next episode, so we should probably get to that duel. Here's the, like, for behind the scenes stuff, right? Like, I'm going to be putting one more episode in this video, but I'm actually not going to be watching it right now. I'm going to bed after watching this, after clicking stop on here. And then I'll be watching the next episode tomorrow. So I actually do have to wait for the next episode, which is sad because I'm excited, but I'm also like, it's a somber excitement. It's not hype, really. It's sadness, but intrigue at how they do this. Anyway, that's One Piece. So let's move on to episode 236. Okay, recap rubrics. I I'm not, I'm continuing from where I left off last time on this cube. So if I can't complete it now, it'll be shameful. Especially since it seems like they're recapping a decent amount. Yeah, maybe I should have mixed up the cube because I'm gonna have plenty to go. Cube done. I'm gonna quickly mix it up and start again. Let's see how much I can get done. There we go. It's mixed up. Let's try again. I can't believe this. This is such a long recap. I think I'm about to complete the cube again. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I completed the cube a second time during this recap. I mean, the first time it was already half done, but a second time. This is unprecedented for my One Piece reactions. I imagine I'm gonna have to get used to this length of recap or longer. I've heard some bad things about One Piece recap later. Oh, there we go. My gosh. Was that 5 minutes of recap? I'm really gonna have to get used to that, I think. Oh my gosh, showing the Usopp's backstory and stuff is cool. Although it is giving them more excuse to recap. We've had no new footage in this episode. It is nice seeing where he came from. I don't mind this as much because I get to compare and contrast to him modern day. Okay. Now we're at new footage. 7.5 minutes in. You do. You know, water and the stone are good against him. Come on, Chopper. You go inside. He's pulling out all the stops. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's fake. That's gotta be ketchup, right? But that's a good fake. Wow, Usopp, this is great. Oh shit, flashbanged him. Whoa. This is cool. This is him being serious. This is how Usopp fights. Yeah. Oh shit. Wow. Who knew Usopp would be a pretty decent counter to Luffy? Ah, that's gonna hurt. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is so good for Usopp's character to show how this, like, look, he's not useless. One-on-one fight against Luffy, he's doing great. Whoa! That's awesome! Wow. Usopp's one of the best villains in the show so far. This is brilliantly written. What's going on? What's with the fog? Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. That's smart. Is it flammable? Holy shit, Usopp! This is the coolest shit! Oh my god! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's like Mary is crying! Oh! Oh, that's sad. This is impeccable. Yep, you're smart enough to know that. Oh, I'm stepping out of the smoke is awesome. Oh. Oh shit, here we go. Oh. Wow. What an awesome weapon. Holy shit. And it's a great counter to Luffy. This is insane. Usopp deserves a fucking bounty, man. I would give him a 90 million bounty right now. Oh shit. Oh, that's that absorbed the impact, right? Oh shit! Gives it back to him! I'm rubber, you're glue. Oh, and he's still injured. Yeah, that's gonna fucking kill. Oh my god. Oh. Shit. Oh, Nami. Yeah, all he needs is one good hit against Usopp, I think. He's already injured and Luffy's fucking strong. That's why I said Usopp deserves a 90 million berry bounty. I thought Luffy would win the fight. God damn. I don't think Luffy's happy about it. Is he faking it? That is the sort of thing that Usopp would do, play possum. I love Nami. Being so worried about her friends. Oh my god. Oh man, the goals they have together. This is so heartbreaking. Yeah, Chopper, go help him. Oh. Yeah, I agree with Chopper here. Even if it's about pride, we don't want him to die. I get it. That's unfair on Chopper though, even. Mm-hmm. Oh god, good line. Does Chopper not care? He's going to save him anyway? If that's the case, I agree with Chopper. I know it'd hurt Usopp. Oh, leaving him supplies? That might be a good middle ground. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What the fuck? I mean, they had a billion flashbacks there, so that was actually just like 7 minutes of footage, but whoa! If this weren't like one of the finest One Piece episodes we've ever had, I would be complaining about the recap, but I don't give a fuck. You can recap as much as you want if you're going to deliver episodes like that. That was so good. That was good for 1,000 different reasons. The place they're taking this story is like simultaneously very dark and like it's extremely good for the growth of these characters. This is a perfect like duel between friends type. Like it's kind of a staple in shonen type shows for them to have like, you know, two friends go up against each other in some sort of fight at some point or another. It might be like a tournament arc, or they have a disagreement about something, and remember earlier in Whiskey Peak when Luffy and Zoro have a disagreement and they fight each other, and it's kind of lame because like it's cool seeing Zoro and Luffy fight, but their reasoning was pretty shitty, and like it just didn't, like there wasn't too much emotional nuance behind it. It was just kind of dumb. You compare that to this, and this is perfect because there is like emotional nuance there. There's a lot of like great feelings here, and I feel like this is the most redeeming moment of Usopp's character ever. Now I understand that some people would be like frustrated by him because they would think, well, Luffy's making the right decision and Usopp's being selfish and letting his emotions get in the way of what is like undoubtedly the right decision. And while that's true, like that's that's life, baby. That's what, like, we like Usopp, or, you know, we either like or don't like Usopp, but we know that Usopp wears his heart on his sleeve. He is very open with his emotions, and like, he's a very emotional fella. We know that, and that's what drives him. And he kind of said, like, last episode, the only thing tying us together is the fact that when I was about to go out to sea, you said, come with us. That's it, you know? And it also makes sense, like, Usopp's goals to become, like, a brave warrior or whatever, like, they don't necessarily need to align with Luffy's goals. Like, if Usopp got up and left this group, it would be heartbreaking and horrible and sad, but, like, it wouldn't go against his character or his character's goals in life, you know? He's not giving up on, like, in fact, by staying with Luffy, he's giving up on one of his ideals, which is the ship, the thing that matters to him, like, living up to something that he believes in and holding close something that's important to him, which is this ship, which, as I said last time, is a metaphor for how weak Usopp feels like he is, and is a gift from his girl, you know? Like, it's really beautiful and sad to see this episode play out, but I love the fact that Usopp gave us one of the best counters to Luffy in the series so far. Like, that Usopp knew Luffy and exploited almost every single one of his weaknesses really, really effectively. I loved it so much. Like, because Usopp kind of only fights with deception and tricks and sharpshooter. Like, that's essentially his entire thing. And he pulled out all the stops, and he fought with a lot of deception, which is good because Luffy, while is very battle smart and battle ready, he's not, like, intelligent. So he does fall for tricks easily, and so Usopp was a good counter for him there. And on top of that, he knows that, like, bludgeoning damage, he's immune to bludgeoning damage, but is vulnerable to, like, piercing and slashing damage. So he used piercing, slashing, and fire damage throughout the battle. I'm using D&D terms because I play a lot of D&D, but he used that damage throughout the battle and didn't use any, bludgeoning moves, which is just so great, so clever. And yeah, as soon as Luffy gets one good hit in, the battle's over because Luffy is incredibly strong. But it didn't matter because he really was able to hold it together. I love that, man. I love it because I also love, like, good emotional based characters fighting who are both, like, they care about each other and they have some sort of emotional reason to fight all out and stuff. Like, one of my favorite arcs of all time, and this is, like, I don't care what people think about this. One of my favorite arcs in anime of all time is the sports festival in My Hero Academia, in season 2 of My Hero Academia. One of my favorite arcs of all time because they have so many matchups, 1v1 matchups with a bunch of different characters. It's pretty early in there in the show, so we're still learning a lot about them. But they managed to put, like, an emotional sort of emotional through line on each of the major battles. There are some battles that don't really have an emotional through line, and those battles last about 10 seconds on screen. But the ones that do, they focus a lot on, and they give us some incredible battles. So you have, like, Uraraka vs Bakugo, which is my favorite episode of MHA and one of my favorite anime episodes in general. You have Todoroki vs Deku. You have Todoroki vs Bakugo. Like, these are characters that, like, seeing their fights with one another, they hit different emotional points, and they're, like, the outcomes of the battles are based around how their character has grown throughout that battle. I think that's absolutely brilliant, and I love that One Piece is doing that sort of thing here as well. I love that stuff incorporated into the story. So I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna try to do one more episode in this video, which means I will have 5 episodes in a video for the first time on this channel, I think, ever. Just because it feels right. So so I'm going to try to do that, but I can't do it right now. I'll have to do it after later tonight. So I'll be back later tonight and hopefully I can do it. Unless the video ends right here. And if it does, I'm sorry. But I don't think it will. So I'm going to move on now to episode 237. Here we go. Okay. Recap Rubik's? Is it a recap? Maybe it isn't. Oh my god. They had such a long recap last time. I assumed it would be. Now it's just you and the Mary, huh?
じゃあな、ウソップ。
Oh.
今まで
That's a very well voice acted line. I mean, I know Luffy's voice actor is great, but we don't often get to see her do more subtle versions of Luffy.
迷うな。俺たちはもうこの船には戻れ
See, this is recap, but it's emotional. Oh, don't look. Don't look. I thought for a second they weren't going to have Luffy read out the title. I think that would have been kind of meaningful. If you just have it silently be on the screen.
悪いことばっかりだ。お金取られて、ウソップとも
It's crazy because it's such a happy island.
で動けないでいるに違いないんだ。
チョッパー。もう言うな。
Oh shit, man. Oh, this arc is bringing out the most interesting parts of all these characters.
街の中を探し回って。
俺も行くぞ、探しに。
そうか。よし。
Oh shit.
ナミさん。
What, Nami?
今街中この話でもち
Something to do with Usopp?
昨日の夜
Iceberg?
造船所のアイスバーグさんが
What?
アイスバーグさんが。
Iceberg was shot?
おい。
アイスバーグさんは今朝
Oh my god.
とこを発見されたんだ。今はまだ昏睡状態で意識は
He's in a coma. I doubt he's gonna die because it's One Piece, but... Jeez. Was it Corgi?
金品を盗まれた形跡もない。 一体誰が何のためにアイスバーグさんを
I don't know.
しかしえれえことになった。
Corgi's the only one I can think of because he was sort of introduced for this alone. Oh, the little mouse!
入れるはずのない部屋で起きた事件。
A locked room murder.
どこにでもありそうな
Oh, and the mask. So the masks are coming into it now.
あんなにみんなから慕われてるおっさんが、なんで
Lots of important stuff going on here.
成り行きを見てる。
Oh? Sanji didn't scream at him. Okay, there was a moment of maybe understanding there. Because I feel like if Sanji had a problem with that, he would have let it be known. Yeah, well, they don't know. What's the newspaper supposed to do? Make it up?
これは案外政府の仕業じゃねえかと思うぜ。
That's what I was saying with Corgi. Yep.
毎度
It's possible.
さんに何か話を持ってき
やっぱりフランキーが犯人だろう。
That's also
そ
possible.
れがな
Wait, so this is a train coming back. So the one with Franky, that left and that's it? Oh. Oh. He had 2 briefcases. There's Franky. What's going on? There's so much happening. There's like 3 major plot lines happening all at once. Iceberg, Nico Robin, and Usopp. And also, I guess the Franky thing, if you can count that as a separate one.
パウリさん何かどけっつってんだろうが。バカ野郎ども。
Yeah, it's gotta be frustrating. He's trying to figure out what's happening too.
大丈夫ヤガラちゃん
Aww. She knows how to treat him. Is that... He's not actually there, right? That's just her having flashbacks? Yeah. That's just her having regrets. Oh.
今何考えてる？
It's sweet that Luffy's asking what she's thinking about. Such a simple thing, but he's like checking on his crew. He's a good captain.
確かにここはフランキーハウスのあった。
Yep.
これは随分だわいな。
We annihilated it. Oh, he's taking off the mask. Can we see him?
宇宙にこんな真似を。そうか。あいつらだ。
Yeah, maybe the ones you stole 200 million berries from?
俺の可愛い子分たちをよくも。
Yeah.
おめえら無事だった。
Okay, he does still have some underlings.
あいつらが宿に入るとこ見つけまして。
Oh my god. These dudes are gonna come looking for trouble again.
必ずぶっ潰す。
Oh my god.
アクアラグナが来るよ。
Aqua Laguna?
アクアラグナ警報が発令されました。
Aqua Laguna warning? What does that mean? I was looking at my notes to see if I'd heard about it.
なんだ？
アクアラグナ
Is it like a tsunami or something? What is it?
いやそりゃ悪い時に来たもんだ。アクアラグナってのはつまり
A storm
高潮のこと
surge.
さ。ちゃんと高い場所へ避難しとかねえと、この町は海に浸かっちまうぞ。
Oh, it's like flooding.
海に
まあ毎年のことだ。気ぃつけなよ。
Interesting.
海に。
Happens every year and they're used to it. Well, you'd hope Robin, wherever she is smart enough to get to, like, to find out what all that ruckus is about and get to high ground. But maybe she is in somewhere where it doesn't hear the announcement. I don't know.
遺跡だな。そればっかじゃ。じゃあサンジ他の。
That's funny. I feel like we need some humor right now, honestly. It's been so sad. Okay. What's he doing? Oh my god. He has a dance routine?
俺の名を。
The fuck? He reminds me of, Bon Clay.
スーパーな男。
Oh my god, what the fuck?
フランキー。
What the fuck? This isn't what I thought he looked like. Oh my god. He looked a bit larger from the back before. Oh, whoa, that was it. Wow. That flew by. Great episode. I mean, this one was a little slower. I wanted to put this episode in as well because I thought perhaps they would give us like a little bit more of the Usopp stuff to sort of see where they're going with the Usopp stuff, but now I don't know where they're going with it, you know? So like now I have no idea because we just didn't see him. So, I mean, it's of course possible that Usopp actually leaves the crew properly and doesn't come back or doesn't come back for a while. You know, like that's of course possible. Because I can't fully remember. Like there are things that I remember from like the OPs and from what other people have said about One Piece and clips that I've seen over time. And like I will say, there's still like a couple episodes of One Piece that I have seen in my life in the past, like when I was a teen age-ish, you know, like when I was like 13 or something. There were episodes that like I saw as they were coming out, I think, and I have yet to see them here in this show yet. So so there are still a couple things that I like, and I don't remember everything that happened in those episodes. I remember a few choice things that happen. But none of them are spoilers. They're just small weird things that happen. And look, most of them are just like, I saw a woman and I thought she was cute and it's stuck in my head for a long time, you know? There is one character and you guys can speculate if you want. I would actually like to hear your speculate. I I don't know if I want to hear it, but I mean, I guess you can talk to each other about it. Like speculations about which character you think it is that I have like 2 characters, but one main one in my head that I saw when I was a teen, and I was like, that character is very pretty and awesome, and I love her. And that was all I remembered from One Piece at the time, you know? But I'm not going to say who it is, even though I think I actually know her name as well. But I'm not going to say it. You're going to have to just wait until I get up to those episodes, baby. And it's probably a while away. But anyway. Why was I saying that? There are things that I remember from a while back. Oh, yes. So there are things that I remember. Honestly, all the stuff I remember, none of it involves Usopp. So I like frankly don't know, but I think the potential for his character and the like story that they could get, like I don't think they're saying goodbye to him. So instead, I think there's 2 possible things that are happening. Either one is, you know, we're still in the middle of that arc and he's going to come around soon, or 2, he leaves the show for a little bit, you know, like he leaves the show for this saga. Like that would be crazy, because then he's still leaving the show for like 100 episodes, but he's not leaving the show forever. He'll get back with them by the time they leave, maybe, you know? I can see them doing something like that. That would be pretty crazy. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I'm super curious about it, but I don't know. I don't know why I closed my notebook, because I have more stuff. Pretty well, they showed Franky in this episode. Franky's a weird looking bloke, huh? I kind of actually like, I recognize his arms. Like I feel like I've seen his design before just in the arms. But he's a weird character. I don't know if I like him. We'll see, I guess. Like I kind of liked the dance routine thing. That was kind of funny. But obviously he's the villain right now, and he's kind of a douchebag. So we'll see what happens. And then there's an Aqua Laguna, which is a flooding thing that happens like once a year. Apparently they're all like used to it, and they probably spend the day evacuating or whatever. That's got to be so annoying. I mean, you'd probably be building all your infrastructure to account for that and stuff, but it's still got to be horrible. Like, there's some stuff I imagine you can't just get to the rooftops and you just have to deal with the water damage. But again, it's probably something they're used to, so they've got ways to counter it. I don't know. But we've got like a locked room mystery with Iceberg. He was shot. There was a mask left over. I mean, there's some crazy stuff going on there. There's sweet moments like Luffy checking on Nami while they're like in the boat and just saying like, hey Nami, what are you thinking about? Like just checking in on her emotional state, even though Luffy is clearly grieving a lot right now. Like we're seeing him in a very vulnerable position. And you know what? Every single time there are like cool moments in this show, I am constantly thinking about the live action. I'm constantly thinking like, I can't wait to see this in live action, you know? Isn't that such a cool thing about the live action? Is that like, at this point, I like it so much that I'm seeing this show through the lens of like, man, it's gonna be cool seeing this, like reliving these moments in real people format, you know? It's amazing. Anyway, that is my reactions. Oh my gosh, that was 5 fucking episodes to 233, 234, 235, 236, and 237. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I had a great time. Make sure to, I mean, if you liked me doing all these episodes, you loved this reaction, make sure to support the video and the channel as much as you can. I know this is probably a long video, but I should say that like if you watch kind of like marathon videos on a channel, apparently it helps it in the algorithm. And also just, you know, support the video as best you can, liking and commenting on it. I mean, these are a lot of episodes. Tell me your thoughts on Usopp and on the Usopp arc and stuff like that. Tell me your predictions of what female character I like in the future. You know, tell me, like, you know, tell me your favorite characterization moments in here, or moments in other shows that you relate it to. I love hearing your thoughts, and it helps me out. It helps out the videos, I think. So make sure to do that. And my Patreon account will have the full length reactions and early access, which means the next many videos are on there right now. It's like Patreon's kind of super far ahead, so go check out on Patreon and see these episodes. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.